Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is interesting. I'm really bad at telling story times, so this might be more of an informational video, but then again, I don't know anything about piercings. Clearly. But yes, this is a piercings horror story, girl. Like, horror story, okay? If you saw the thumbnail and you're thinking, that's probably a fake picture, it's not. That was really my belly button, and it really looked like that. It was crusty, green, red, disgusting, painful, infected, girl, okay? Not okay. I'm gonna pop that picture right here, right now, of how infected my belly button was, just so you can see it before I start talking. There you go. I hope that is very appetizing for you. This all started when, when I was little, I used to get my ears pierced all the time. They would get infected every single time. They would blow up, my ears would get crazy. That telling me then that, yeah, you can never have a piercing, your body can't handle it, you should just not have piercings. Because ever since I was little, I've never had another piercing. So I'm going to show you guys my ears from when I was little and show you like how messed up they are and how I can never have a piercing again. I have huge keloids inside of my ears, so let's take a look. And now you can see it. My ear is just scarred, and the back of it looks like that. Yeah, it's messed up. Yeah, so my ear is very damaged, and that is from mostly my parents not cleaning my ears every time they would get it pierced and whatnot. And now I have keloids like this big inside of both of my ears, making it impossible for me to ever get a piercing ever again right there. But it wasn't just because my parents did not clean my freshly pierced ears. It's also because my body rejects piercings and it hates piercings. And yeah, that's the backstory. Now let's move on to my belly button. So I was like, you know what, like I was vegan, I was like feeling my body, I was like, yes, like I'm losing a little bit of weight. I wanted something extra. Also, you should never do this, but I wanted to have that belly button piercing there to be like, yeah, this is like motivation for me to lose more weight and look better with the piercing. It's not true. It's not going to motivate you to do anything. It makes it worse because it hurts. But I will insert some pictures right now of my belly button piercing and when I got it and stuff. So yeah, I went to a mall in Pennsylvania, and I got it pierced in this little dingy shop, and they didn't, I think I was 16 at the time, or 15, or I was 16, I think. Yeah, I was 16. They didn't ask for my guardian, they didn't care. I could have been 15, 14 for all they knew, and they didn't care. They were just like,
$20 and come on, we'll pierce it, like who cares, like.
So yeah, as far as I can remember, my sister might be able to validate this, they didn't clean anything. I don't think she's wearing gloves, like, she might have been though, I don't know. And yeah, so it wasn't really clean, it wasn't sterilized, she just did it, and the jewelry was cheap, let's be honest. So yeah, when the piercing was done, and I went home, I was feeling myself, taking pictures. It hurt really bad, which I thought, you know, I expected that because it's a new piercing and I've never really had a piercing before. So I was like, okay, like whatever. And it just continued to hurt, and it was really red, and everyone around me was like, oh, that'll go in like a week, like you're fine, like it's a new piercing, obviously it's gonna be red, painful and whatnot. Yeah, no. How I was cleaning it was I was using like unscented soap around it a little bit in the shower, just rinsing it off, always washing with water in the shower, not letting all my scented soaps get around it as best as I could. And then I bought some sea salt off of Amazon, and like the kind that I was supposed to get, and I would make sea salt soaks and soak it like 3 times a day. So it's not like I wasn't doing the right things for it. I probably did get lazy eventually. Don't do that, don't recommend, but yeah, I probably did get lazy after a while and stopped doing that. And when it started to get infected, everyone around me was like, Ashley, like, do this, do that, and I wasn't really doing those things. I was like, it'll heal itself, like, it's a human body, it'll heal. Like, no, it didn't heal. It got worse, which I'm just like, stupid, I should have expected that. But no, I didn't expect that. I was like so infatuated with the beauty of my new piercing, which it was ugly, honestly. And I felt so like hot, and like I've never had a piercing before, keep that in mind. So like the fact that I got one, I was like really excited about it. I did not want to take it out, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting, but yeah, everyone around me was telling me, take it the hell out. It was getting bad at this point, like crust was forming around the piercing. Everyone was like, that's an infection, Ashley, like take it out. And I'm like, no, I love it. Like, it makes my stomach look better because I have stretch marks, I'm fat. Like, I just didn't like my stomach much. So like having that jewelry right there just made me feel so much better. And when I told that to people, they're like, no, like it looks worse because it looks disgusting. And you guys may know my boyfriend now, his name's Sean. He came in my videos like once or twice. And this is when I was like crushing on him. Like we were friends, and he was like over all the time because we were like one big group of friends, and I was crushing on him, and they would say this around him. They would be like, oh, take your piercing out, Ashley. And I did not want him to see my stomach at the time because I had stretch marks, and I didn't want him to see it. And he's like, show me, like just show it to me, let me see it and everything, because he's had piercings and stuff before. Like he's kind of into that kind of thing. I eventually showed him, and ever since I showed him, he was like, yes, take that out, take that out, take that out, take that out. And since it was my crush, I just felt like horrible about it. I'm really bad at explaining things, which is why I don't do story times. So sorry if this is like the worst video ever. I should just stick to like hair videos. Yeah, it progressively got worse and worse and worse until it looked like the picture that I put up. And that is when we were just like, oh my god, I have to take this out, it's painful. It was, guys, it was like painful when I would sit down, painful when I would like walk, when I got sweat in it, like it was infected. And I'd like to say, I think I had it for probably like a month maybe. I'm not entirely sure how long I had it, but I say like a month. So during that month,
it was getting infected and more infected and worse and disgusting, and like, I just don't recommend.
So we eventually decided, okay, we're gonna take this out. And this is where the horror story kind of begins, because no one should have to go through what we went through to take this piercing out. It was me and Sean, my now boyfriend, but at the time we were crushing on each other, so it made it even weirder. It was at about 2 to 3 a.m. I believe, and we were like, all right, let's do this tonight. Like, okay, so we're like, it'll be easy, we'll just take it out, my body will heal itself, I'll apply oils and stuff so it heals nice. And no, we're in my house, where we were always in my house till like 3 a.m. It was nothing new. So we go into my room, which me and Sean were never alone together at this time of our friendship, because it just didn't, we were so shy together that that just didn't happen that much. So it's like whenever I think about our like old flashbacks, it makes me like happy, because I don't know. I lift up my shirt, which I didn't want to do because how I feel about my stomach, I just did not want him to see it. Which, by the way, he thinks I'm beautiful and he thinks my stomach is beautiful, so yeah. At the time, I did not think that. So I lay in my bed, my shirt off, like I feel so disgusting and ugly, and I know he's just sitting there like looking at me, and he goes and he tries to twist off the thing and like tries to like pull it apart or whatever. And dude, it was not twisting off because the crust was so crusty and hard and like dried that the piercing would not come out because of the crust that it accumulated. Was fucking disgusting. He's like so close to my stomach that it's just awkward, and I don't know, it was awkward, it was. And like I'm sitting there over here saying like ow, ow, like ow, like stop, it hurts, like that sounds kind of wrong. He's trying to twist it off, and I'm like, oh my god, it's not coming out, like we need to stop, this hurts so bad. So we're like, we need what are they called, pliers, I guess. What are those things that like you clamp and it, whatever those are called. I was like, okay, we need those. He's like, okay, I have some at my house. So it's 3 a.m. It might even be 4, I don't know. It was really late though. We go to his house, which was not too far from my apartment at the time, like 3-minute drive. We get the pliers. We go back to my apartment. Come to find out, I did not bring my key with me. So he has to climb through my bedroom window. Thank God that I had a bottom floor apartment because we got locked out all the time. He climbed through my bedroom window, came to the front of the building, opened the door for me. We went back into my apartment with these pliers, and I mean, we ended up getting it out and everything. It hurt really bad, and it took a while to heal all back up in general, but to this day my belly button is still ugly, and it's still, I think it will forever have a scar. I'm gonna try to show you guys the scar. I don't really want to show my stomach on here at all. Not too proud of it right now, let's just say. I'm trying to embrace my natural womanly things, but I don't want to show it on camera, let's be honest. Let's try to show you the scar, I guess, real fast. Like, do you guys see the scar, like, right here? That was probably, like, a horrible angle altogether, but, yeah, so I still have that scar there. I think I'm gonna have it my entire life, if I'm being honest with myself. I just have to come to terms with my stupid teenage decisions of wanting a belly button ring, which, whatever. But one day after I'm 18, I do want a septum ring. I have always wanted one. It's just one piercing that I really want, and I'm gonna hope it just doesn't get infected ever. If you guys have any tips of how maybe for me to take care of piercings like perfectly, please let me know, because I really want that piercing and I'm gonna want it for a long time. At least it can't really leave a scar, but might damage the inside of my nose, I don't know. Because trust me, I binge watched Brienne Barbie's all of her piercing videos. Like, I knew shit because I love her and I trust her, but it must have been my fault. I didn't do everything correctly, and then I suffered the consequences. So yeah, maybe this is not a horror story to most of you guys, but to me, the fact that I already hated my stomach and the appearance of it, now there's just an extra scar there just to remind me. And just what I had to go through to even get the stupid piercing out, it was a horror story in itself. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time thing, I guess. Is that even a thing anymore on YouTube? I don't know, but who cares? By the way, I do have Fenty Beauty on my face again. I've been giving it more tries the past couple days. This is my 3rd time wearing it. By the way, I absolutely love like this whole trio. Like, that's one of my favorite things, especially Starstruck. Like, do we see that? Like, that's just Starstruck on my nose too. Like, I love that shit. And then also, this is just another one of my favorites, the lip gloss. Love that, dude. The only thing I'm trying to love is the foundation. Trying to love it. Don't know if I do. Also, I know this is not a fancy beauty video, but also I love the powder and the sponge. Anyway, you guys did not come here for that. I am gonna make an updated video about this, but I'm done. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. Learn from my mistakes. Only get a piercing if you're willing to really not get it infected and take the steps to not get it infected. And yeah, so I love you guys. I'll say it twice. I don't care. And goodbye.